Now, this is a bit of a wild one. Hope you're doing okay. We are here for English language learners. If you're an English language learner, you want to talk about, if you want to talk, if you want to practice speaking English, this is what we can do. We can practice speaking English. How this is going to work, I don't know. I'm just, I'm trying this out, and I don't know. I don't know how this is. It's a remarkable thing, but it's a bit of a seems like a bit of a wild west. Um, what I can see here, but nevertheless, we're gonna see what's around. If I search my um, if I search the stuff that comes up, I'm not sure how it filters what stuff comes up on this Shorts live, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. It's not really relevant for me, or it's not sort of what I would normally watch, or it's I don't know. It's just all really weird. Do you know what I mean? But that said, we are here for English speaking practice. So if you want to speak English, let me know. So what I think I'm gonna try and do. I don't really know what I'm gonna try and do, but what I think I'm gonna try and do is just um, see what happens. See if I don't know if it's gonna be um, I don't know. I don't know. I've see the thing is I'm doing this from I'm doing this from a laptop, so I don't know if and obviously it does make a difference, but I don't know if um, how much of a difference, I guess I should say, that is compared to um, doing it on a mobile. And I'm not doing it on a mobile. Maybe I should try to do this on a mobile. Maybe it might come out a little bit different, but I just I just can't see. This is just really strange. I wonder if uh, what do I wonder? Uh, just a reminder. So we're here for English speaking practice. So okay. So now this is really okay. This is really interesting. So all right. Uh, so I wonder how. So this is just a test, mind you. So I would say that. Um, Now I'm going to see what happens. I'm because I don't know what would work. Oh, okay, that does come up. Uh, Now I wonder. I don't know what is possible here because what does seem to what I would like to do. See, so what we want is something like where um, I want to get people on, but I don't know if there's a native way to do it. That's really interesting. Um, um, I don't think there's a native way of doing it. Um, so I don't know if this is me. I don't know if this is just me. This is a really weird thing anyway. So if I look at this, okay. So if I look at this, I don't really know what I'm looking at. It's a very strange thing. But anyway, so we are here for English speaking practice. So this is what I mean. It's like because I'm searching, every time I flick through this, I don't seem to um, find anything that I'm actually interested in, which makes me worry because I think if I can't find stuff that I'm interested in, how are people going to find stuff, and if you're looking for a specific audience, it's a bit difficult you know if they're not already there. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a curious thing. So I'm going to see. Now I put up like this. this story here, but I don't know if it's not well. I mean, I could read through the story, and I'm looking at because I'm looking. It's a very strange setup because I'm on a laptop, but I'm looking at my phone to see what it looks like. But it's a very strange setup. See, now I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep saying I don't know, and that's the whole point why this is a test, I guess, because I don't know. That's the curious thing about it. But the point is, if you write in the comments that you want to practice speaking English, we can do that. But I don't know if it would work in the traditional way that I would do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that would work that way. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. There doesn't seem to be anything. Now, of course, I don't know if it's because I'm looking at this as myself, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? That maybe that just doesn't make sense. And YouTube's going, you're looking at yourself, so you can't do anything. But I don't know. It's a curious thing. It's I guess what would be good is if you want people to join, so it would be good if you could actually join, like if that was an option. I don't know, maybe that's something for the future that they may do, but that would be a really good option. Like natively, if someone could come on and say, hey, I want to join, like you can with other social media. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would like to do here. There are other ways to do it, but if it's native, you don't have to think about a workaround. Anyway, I should say, I can see there's another person here, and I say I'm here for English language speaking practice. So I don't know if that's of interest to you, because I'm here to speak it, but in the sense of not just speaking English, because I guess a lot of these channels are going to be speaking English, but more in terms of like an educational perspective. Do you know what I mean? So, and with the sense of encouraging people to speak English if they're learning English. So it's it's just me, rabbiting on at the moment. That's not the goal. As strange as it may sound, that is not the goal. But I'm like I say, I'm doing this as a test to see how this works. But I don't think, sometimes when you go on somewhere, you try something out, and it's like you go, I don't think that's for you. I don't think that's for you. I don't think this shorts live is something, because it just, when I flick through them, it's like it's the Wild West. Do you know what I mean? It's the Wild West. It's like the stuff that I'm seeing. Now, I guess that's just the nature of it. But for some reason, when I go through the live streaming on other channels, other social media, it seems to be more, I don't know, suitable, appropriate, or stuff that I could somewhat be interested in. It's like not all of the channels, but almost all of the channels that I'm seeing on here that are coming up. It's like I'm just not interested. I find that really, really weird, and maybe it's just because it's at the beginning stages of the way that they're doing this. But I mean, it's like it's sort of beginning stage, but it's not beginner stages. So I don't know why, and it seems to run out. Again, I'm not sure if that's just me, but it seems to run out. So I keep flicking through the channels, and it runs out. Of like, there's no more channels, and I say there can't be no more channels. Like there must be. I imagine at any one time there's like, I don't even know what a good number would be, but thousands. I don't know, maybe I don't know. Is that exaggerating? But I imagine there's thousands of people streaming with this shorts sort of thing going on. But for some reason, it only seems to like sometimes, not always. Sometimes it goes like you go through like I don't know, maybe like 20 or something, and then it just stops. And I don't know why. I'm going to repeat. My name is Chris. I'm from Lesson Jigsaw, a fledgling um, English-speaking community, I guess we could say. Maybe that's a way to describe it. I'm here to encourage people to speak English and practice English, and that's what it's about. That's what I'm here. I'm testing this. That's what we do as teachers, I guess. We test stuff to see how it works. Funnily enough, I'm used to speaking to myself when I do other live streams as well. So this sort of feels somewhat similar, although just the size is a little bit different. So then, yeah, there's just not a native way of getting, from what I can see, of getting other people onto here quickly. You know, there's again, and I'm not sure if it's just because I'm seeing it from this. Like I'm seeing it from the professional profile. I wonder if I try a different thing. I'm gonna, as I say, like I'm doing. This is all testing, I guess. So I'm gonna see if I go out and go in. God, that's really okay. And the other thing is, then what comes up on on your history? It's like you got all these like thousands of things that you go, what is that? But anyway, that's another story. It's like, anyway. So how do I? What's this? Live chat? Okay, no. How do I log out? That's a good question. God, maybe I've never done that. But this is I don't know. Anyway, I guess this is what part of practice is and learning is to discover these things. Okay, so let's try this. All right. So I'm going to search and I'm going to see what's around. Okay, so here I am. Okay, so, okay, this is a different experience. Okay, so, okay, so that works there. Now, let's, what happens there? Oh, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Again, I'm just practicing by myself here. Now, I don't know. I wonder if, let's see what happens there. By the way, what do you say? Do you say GIF or GIF? What do you say? I wonder if that, this is going to say can't send. But I say, there you go. Okay. But anyway, how do I get down? So, what else can I do? There seems to be nothing else that I can do. So I look there, and if I want to actually do something, if I want to join this live stream, there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I can do. That's a pity. That's a pity. There isn't, is there? There's nothing I can do. That's it. There's nothing. I can't join at all. That's really annoying. So what it seems to be is that I have to do it just the normal way. So in effect, there's no real advantage to doing this. Okay, but what is this story? 4-day work week. Here to stay. But what I did learn, I tell you what I did learn. I learned about what's this called? Window resizer. I've not seen this before. So with the window resizer, I can change the way that something is appearing and sent to the screen. So this shows, I wonder if that's with all of the pages. I wonder if I can try that with something else. So let's have a look here. If I go here, how does that look? Okay, so this comes up as, let's see, if I go here, so I have to do it individually for each. So if I do that, what's happened here? So I'm going to stretch this out again. It does this weird thing. So that doesn't do much there, does it? I wonder why. I wonder why that doesn't. What did I do? It's an interesting thing. So okay, that didn't actually work. So if I press that, I don't actually know if that actually worked. Because how did it work last time? This is the beauty of experiments, isn't it? See, it doesn't work. So if I'm going to go back, where was the original page? Okay, so if I go here, okay, that's going to show it like the, okay, that's interesting. So what, oh, okay, so maybe what I did is, but I don't know. It's a bit curious for me why it changes so quickly. Hold on. Let me go here. Let's try here. Did that work? I think that worked. Let me go back and check. That did not work, because I can check it that way as well. That did not work. Maybe what? Oh no, it did work. I just needed to be patient. That's what it is. I needed to be patient, and I wasn't patient before. Let me try again then. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to say, let's look at that. I'm going to look at this, see when this changes, see how is this going to be presented. Okay, so that's going to be presented like that. So I'm going to go here again. I'm going to say change it again. And then I'm going to be patient. Let's see if this changes. This is the question when you're patient, though. You don't know how. It's like I changed it for a second. You see that? I changed it for a second, then I changed it back. Let's try that. Now, if you're watching, you're probably thinking this is probably one of the most boring things you've ever seen. We're here for English language speaking practice. If you're here for speaking English, oh, okay, it did work. Finally. Okay, so that's it. So you just got to be really, really patient when I switch pages. That's what I've learned here. This is why I'm testing to figure out how these things are working. But I've figured that out now. So what I say I've figured it out. I haven't really figured it out, but that test worked. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to this other page. I found this website called Positive News. So if I go here, it's going to change back again. So okay, so I've got to no. So whenever I change tabs that I'm going to display, it's changing back to the original size for some reason. Right? Then maybe there is a setting where I can change that. So I need to look at that in the future. As maybe there's something I can change for that. But this is testing. So I hope you're enjoying my testing here, because it's maybe it's, I don't know if it's more it's more exciting for me than it is for you, but nevertheless. So let's see if I scroll up here. Where are we? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to see if what I'm looking at is on the screen as well. So that it looks. So once again, since I'm moving around, it's changing again. This is really curious. I'm really, really curious. I don't. Okay, I need to. Let me try again. So I'm going to change here. So this should now be back again. It's very interesting how I guess machines work, tools and stuff. So I'm going to see. Okay, this comes up again. So I'm going to actually read through this story because I haven't properly read through this. So 4-day week here to stay for UK firms. Most of the firms that participated in the world's largest 4-day week, I guess 4-day work week. That's what I assume is going to be about work, but 4-day week because it's anyway. Week trial are operating a shorter working week 1 year on. In all, 61 organizations took part in the UK trial. Of those, 54 are still operating the policy. That's 89%. And 31 have made the change permanent. Interesting. So I wonder how that works. That's obviously the thing, I guess, to explore. How does this actually work? This work week malarkey. Now I'm going to change that and see if that stays or if it's going to change. So I know sometimes I shouldn't tinker with stuff because if you tinker, let's see if that changed. Then we change how it displays on the screen, but it seems to be okay so far. Touch wood. So just going to sip of water here. Now, when asked about the effects of a shorter working week, 82% of surveyed companies reported positive impacts on staff well-being, with half recording reduced staff turnover. I guess it's hard to, what you're comparing it to is a bit complicated, isn't it? Because if you're, because even if you're comparing stuff to like pre-COVID, it's a different world. Stuff before COVID, during COVID, and after COVID. So even if you're comparing, I think it's, well, I don't know. I think it's difficult to compare. You got to compare it to something, I guess, but I think it's difficult to compare. And I suppose maybe it's a good thing in the sense that I guess people would these days assume there's more turnover in general compared to before COVID. Critics of the 4-day week have questioned whether the positive impacts reported in a 4-day week trials, can be sustained long term. Juliet Shaw, professor of sociology at Boston College, which led the UK trial, said that the new research suggests they can be. Okay, that's interesting. So let's go here. It's going to roll. Where are we? This is really interesting. This is changing. No, it's really interesting. Now I've lost the spot. Now I don't know if it must be changing the spot for you, but let me get that settled so we can get that final paragraph. So I'll go back here. I want to change the ratio again. Interesting. This is really interesting. So again, if we're tinkering, everything goes, so to speak. If we're tinkering, everything goes. So we're going to go back, press this, see if that comes back. And we're going to double check here and see if there's any changes. Hello, if you're watching, I'm just doing some testing, seeing how I can manage this site in this particular stream and that sort of stuff. So it's again that. So we're going to try again. Let's go here again. No, that doesn't really sound the same. Let's try this. There we go. So okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try see if we can finish this article and get it to the screen so we can actually see it properly. Dare I say? So I'll wait till that comes back in real life. I'm not sure how much of a delay there is when I'm speaking to when you're receiving. But anyway, overall results have held, and in some cases have even continued to improve, she said. Physical and mental health and work-life balance are significantly better than at 6 months. Okay, good. Burnout and life satisfaction improvements held steady. Job satisfaction and sleep problems nudged down a bit. If you're looking for vocabulary, that could be the word of the day in the sense of this article. Nudged down. So it went down a little bit, nudged down a bit. But the bulk of the original improvement remains. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that there. That's good testing for me, and I guess I've discovered what I needed to discover from here. And then I think I'm going to go. I don't think there's any more that I can really test on here. It's difficult for me to get people in, so to speak, because I need to just do it the way I would normally do it anyway. And so there's no real advantage of using the Shorts live mechanism, if we can say it that way. So what I'm going to do, what am I doing here? What I'm going to do is, so you can see the adjustment on the screen is me tinkering. So it's very sensitive, maybe is the word. So I'm going to leave it there. It's been interesting to chat with you. This has been a test. If you're here for English speaking practice, if you want to learn English and you want to practice speaking English, that sort of stuff, let me know. You're welcome to subscribe, all that sort of stuff. We are here for English language practice, particularly English language speaking practice, but English language practice in general. So if that's you or you know someone who's looking to improve their English language abilities and they're an English language learner, send them over. Let them know. Love to help. And that's about it. So at the moment, I'm gonna get rid of this. How can I go? Okay, so here we are. So I'm just gonna waffle on for a couple of minutes, which doesn't sound great. That's not a positive statement to waffle on, but it's good vocabulary if you haven't heard it before, and then you search the definition. This is the way to do it. You search the definition. You go, oh, okay. Could that language be useful? Which is always the choice to make. So whenever you're presented new vocabulary, is this useful for me? If it is, add it to the vocabularies. If not, get rid of it. Don't worry about it. So this has almost been half an hour now, this test. I think I'm going to leave it there. I might go and watch the cricket. I think might be an idea. I hope you're having a great night. Have a good one. I say have a good night, but it could be day for you. So in this case, have a good day. I'm going to leave it there. It's been quite an incredible test for me to see how all this Shorts live setup is. I have to say it's not as good as I was hoping it would be. There are some options that I was hoping there would be, but they're not there. But that's the way it is sometimes. But now we know. So I hope you have a great day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever the case may be. And we'll see you hopefully the next stream or video or whatnot. Have a great time. Take care. See you later. Bye.